The ceramic coating kit.
I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
This is DIY Detail. The ceramic coating kit. Ceramic coating is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. It's going to make it glossy. It's going to make it shine. It's going to make it so much nicer to wash and clean.
Oh my gosh, if you haven't had your vehicle ceramic coated, you're in for a treat. If you are a detailer out there and you're thinking about an amazing kit to ceramic coat you or your clients' vehicles,
Right.
this is the place.
Exactly. Now, in the kit, we have a lot of things other than just a ceramic coating. First of all, the polish.
Yeah, the big takeaway here is a ceramic coating is going to bond if it's properly prepared, if the paint is
Right.
properly prepared, and that's what we're talking about with this.
Exactly. So we want you to wash, obviously. Wash and decontaminate your paint first. But then after that, you need to make a choice. Do I polish or don't I polish? And a lot of people, that is what's stopping them from applying a ceramic coating, is they're afraid to polish their own vehicle.
It has nothing to do with age, but I'm thinking about my dad out there. He's probably not going to polish his vehicle.
No.
If he had a palm sander at home, using our pad here, which we're going to get to in a second, is very doable. But Ivan, let's entertain this, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I do not want to polish my paint before ceramic coating. What do I need to know? Because that's my dad. I think he would apply the ceramic. He's probably not going to want to polish.
Right. So you need to clean, decontaminate your paint, and then use our panel prep.
And then you're ready to apply the ceramic.
You're ready to apply.
That's amazing. Okay.
Let's back up a little bit. Because a lot of people think that you can't apply a ceramic coating without polishing first. Not true, you can. But the polishing gives you that extra little bit of pop, first of all. Secondly, it's the last and final cleaning step. It is the ultimate decontamination.
The polishing.
Yeah, the polishing.
Yeah, because it will gloss up your paint, but it also deep cleans. So when we tell people that you don't need to polish first, we get a lot of feedback.
Right.
And they say, but it actually cleans so well. So
it
don't
does.
take that part of the process. And it's like, we acknowledge most of the time it will do a better job of cleaning.
Exactly.
Before ceramic coating application.
And that being said, our gold standard polish with our gold waffle pad makes it easy so that anyone can do it. And even if you don't have a polisher, we've been asked, can I polish by hand? Yes, you can, but it's a lot of work. That's why we've included the pad. We've included the pad and the polish because literally you can use a palm sander that you can buy at any hardware store for $30 and get a really nice gloss and deep cleaning to your paint. It's not going to take hours to do. It's literally maybe half an hour, two, if you're just having fun on a Saturday morning.
So if you're curious about how to polish paint, we have a link below on really what you need to know about polishing. Just so you know, we have our wonderful gold standard polish and our waffle pad here, because this is really, if you're going to buy one pad in our lineup, this is the most versatile.
Exactly. Work on a rotary, work on a DA, work on a forced rotation machine. Anything you have to polish, this will work well with it.
Absolutely. So we're almost done preparing the paint, right?
We're almost done preparing the paint. We've removed the polish residue. Now our final step is the panel prep. And the panel prep, a very easy, simple product to use. Take your favorite microfiber towel, I prefer a low nap, and get 2 of them. The first one, you're going to spray the panel prep on the towel. You do not spray it on the vehicle. And then with the panel prep, with that towel, you'll do a small section, not a big section, and wipe it off with the second towel before it dries.
So for example, boom, panel prep wipe down, and then before it dries, second towel, different color. It's so helpful.
Yes. And the reason you want to wipe it off before it dries is the panel prep is a solvent. And what it's doing, it's taking any remaining grease or oils or dirt on the surface and bringing them to the surface of that liquid. Now, if you let it dry again, what's happening? It's redepositing that exactly where you wanted to take it off of. So while it's still wet and emulsified, that's when we wipe it off.
So now you've got the vehicle prepared.
It's pristine.
It is clean.
It is the cleanest it's ever been, and maybe the cleanest it will ever be again. Now it's time for the ceramic coating. And we have 3 ceramic coatings. They each have their own characteristics. And the age statement on them, so we say a 3-year, a 5-year, and an 8-year, is not for the actual durability of the coating. The coating will actually last longer than that when it comes to the base components of the coating. But the characteristics you're after as a consumer, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, the 3-year with graphene oxide.
Yes.
It's really special. It's got water spot resistance.
Right. Now, it's not water spot proof.
No.
But it is water spot resistance. And the reason we say the graphene in the 3-year, but we don't have it in the 5-year or the 8-year, is the characteristic you're after, which is the water spot resistance, wears away after time. and it's normally a 3 to 4 year process. Now, reduced graphene oxide, which is what we have in the coating, what it does is it's not forming a perfect matrix over your paint like some people will have their images on their website and it looks like the one drop and it goes over the whole football field in this perfect matrix. That's not it. You get clumps of graphene, and not clumps, but you get 4 or 5, maybe 10 molecules of graphene hanging out together with those nice little bonds between them. And it's those nice little bonds that prevent the minerals from penetrating into your clear coat or into the rest of the coating. Now, over time, through fracturing, and fracturing is hot and cold cycles, so your paint is expanding, contracting all the time. Those little bonds between the molecules will eventually start breaking down. And it's normally, like I said, a 3 or 4 year process. Then after that, you still have a great coating, you'll still have shine and the great self-cleaning ability, but you won't have necessarily that water spot protection.
You're talking about self-cleaning and
Yes.
the water beads involved with the ceramic coating, and you watch the water bead up, and then it lifts up the dirt, and as you drive away, the water bead safely carries the dirt off, right?
Yes.
It's just a really nice thing to have protection on your vehicle.
Yeah.
But as we go up to the 5-year coating, we get added gloss.
Right. Now, the 5 year coating doesn't have graphene in it because, as we said, after 3 or 4 years, those little bonds between the molecules are starting to go away. But now we have the 5 year coating. It is our gloss coating. It is, you want the glossiest paint you've ever seen, that's where it's from.
Why would we have more gloss in the 5-year than in the 3-year, right? Someone asked me at the SEMA show,
Right.
does it really have more gloss? Like, how do you measure that?
Right. Well, you measure it with your eyes, first of all. You can see that it has more gloss, but it's just a combination. Now, all our coatings are formulated roughly the same way. So they contain polysilazane as the base, which is a really good, strong base for a ceramic coating. Then they contain silicon nitride, which is a flexible ceramic that it's going to help against the fracturing. So the breaking down of the coating, the silicon nitride helps with that. Then we have silicon carbide. Again, very strong, chemical resistant, and glossy. Finally, we have SiO2 or silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is what gives you that really gloss that we like. And the combination of the 4 gives you all the characteristics we want. And depending on how our lab mixes them, that's how we get the different characteristics. Now, the graphene coating, the 3-year, we add in the graphene. But the 5-year, it's formulated to give you that ultimate in gloss. And the slickness that you get from it is great.
I think it's nice to have a good, better, and best option.
Yes.
Whether we're teaching you how to sell a ceramic coating as a detailer,
Right.
or whether that's human consumer behavior. But when you look at these 3 options, there's no good, better, and best.
No.
They're all phenomenal. That's what I tell people. I'm like, choose whatever works for you.
Yeah.
They're all amazing pro level coatings.
Right. You're choosing the characteristic you want, not the life cycle. Because as I mentioned, they'll all last much longer than the numbers we have here. But the characteristics. Now, the 8-year, the characteristic. We have the gloss, not as good as the 5-year, but we have great gloss. The self-cleaning ability of it and the chemical resistance are the real strengths of the 8-year. So if you abuse your vehicle, if maintenance isn't your thing too much, then the 8-year coating is definitely for you.
If you think maybe it's going to be a month between your washes.
Right.
And you're going through wintertime.
Yeah.
And you just want the best. You just want to buy the thing that you think is going to last you the longest.
Right.
That's the way that I am as a consumer. Is I want the best.
Yes, definitely. And the 8-year coating, as far as I'm concerned, is our second best. The best is our stack. And that is putting our 8-year coating down first, and then 2 to 8 hours later, put on the 3-year coating. Now, that's a separate kit. We'll get to that one later. But that is available. Now, finally, how do we apply the coating?
Well, we do so very carefully. No, we do this with our foam coating applicator.
Right. And a lot of people go, foam on my paint? I don't want to use foam. This foam is engineered specifically for this job.
Yep.
And it does a couple things. First of all, it holds onto you. You don't have to hold onto it.
Yep.
That's actually very important. More important than a lot of people think. Because coating applicators get dropped. This way, you're not going to be dropping it. The other aspect of this foam actually doesn't absorb the coating into it. So you're actually getting more coating on the paint than you would, let's say, a microfiber applicator.
It's just efficient. It's efficient use of the coating you spent your hard-earned money on.
Exactly.
You don't want to drop it into an applicator
Right.
and have most of it end up God knows where, right? Like
exactly.
It disappeared on me that got absorbed in there. No, it's there for you to use it.
Yeah.
And you're not wasting it.
And like our coatings, the coating applicator is made in the US as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Now, the
I
other
love that.
aspect
I love that for us and for you.
Yeah. The other aspect of this, should you happen to drop it by accident, it's double-sided. And you're saying, well, the strap is in the way. Well, no, the strap isn't in the way. We can flip it to the other side, and off we go. Once we've applied the coating, we have to level it. Now, applying the coating, one thing I want to stress is don't overuse it. As long as you're leaving coating behind that you can see it with your applicator, you don't need to add more. And a lot of people tend to overuse a coating. We don't want to overuse it. You should be able to get 2 regular sized vehicles out of one of these bottles. So your coating applicator, it's going to stretch it out. And you want to try to stretch it out a little bit. You don't want to get it so wet that you get runs and things like that. And one thing about the coating applicator, we have a tip coming just a little later once we describe the towels.
And now, Ivan, let's talk about your ceramic coating leveling towels.
Right. So by leveling the coating, we're actually not wiping off the coating. We're leveling it. And that's why our first towel is the pearl weave towel. The pearl weave towel, we want you to fold it in 4. That way you have less chance of putting pressure on the surface. And you're literally just leveling the coating. Now, when you put the coating on, it's going to start off looking wet. Then it goes to looking like an oil slick on water. And when 50% of that oil slick on water look has gone away, that's when you use your leveling towel. No pressure, and those high spots where you still have that oil slick on water look as opposed to gone to clear, you're just spreading them out a little further. So you're actually leaving the coating on the surface. This towel should not get wet. You can do a whole vehicle with this towel and it'll still be dry at the end.
If you're a detailer and you've detailed many vehicles and coated them and you
Yeah.
still get your coating towel wet, I've been there. I was you. Listen to Ivan.
Yeah.
You're probably over applying the coating on your applicator. You don't need as much as you think, and your leveling towel should not be wet. This should be your insurance towel.
Right. This is just an insurance towel. You've leveled it. All your high spots should be gone, but you want to go over it one more time. That's why we have a plusher towel to do that.
And then you should be good to go.
Right. But when you're done applying the coating, there's one thing you need to know. You don't need to throw away the applicator in these towels. You have your wash bucket. You wash the vehicle before coating it. Dunk them in your wash bucket for 15, 20 minutes. Let them sit there. And the surfactants from the rinseless wash or the Incredible Suds will actually prevent the coating from bonding. That's why we tell you not to wash your coating for 7 days. Then from there, you're almost ready to drive away into the sunset. You need to wait 1 hour before driving the vehicle. If it's raining, you might want to give it 2 or 3.
Yeah, so again, give it 1 to 3 hours then before you drive the vehicle out in the rain. And I like to tell people, just don't wash for a week.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, can I put ceramic gloss on as a topper? And I'm like,
you can if you want to,
but
and you need to wait at least 2 hours for that.
Yeah.
But you can drive away after 1. So do you want to drive your car? Or do you want to have to wait another hour to put the ceramic gloss on?
Just coat it, wait a little bit,
Yeah.
and then wash it in a week, and then you can use ceramic gloss or quick beads all you want.
Exactly. So if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, leave them below. And the links are down there too.